चलो सर. Just a second. चलो चलो चलो. So again, very good afternoon to all of you guys, and welcome to Olive Board, right? So here we are with the first class of. So Cynthia, hi, good afternoon. Romal, very good afternoon. Haven't seen you in the first class. You missed the first class as well as the foundation batch, I guess. So this is the advanced maths, the first class for the like Score Booster 2.0 batch. Reena, very good afternoon, Reena. Very good afternoon. Chalo. Pavan, hi, how are you? Good afternoon to you too. Good afternoon to you too. चलो सर. Let us start. So YouTube में live चल रहा है ना? Yes, YouTube is also running, so I don't think there is an issue. There is an issue. चलो sir. Arvind, very good afternoon, brother. Very good afternoon, brother. चलो sir, चलो. So again, this is the Score Booster 2.0 batch. So again, 2D mensuration is the topic. So again, let me just give you the overview. Advanced Maths for 2.0 students, this is the first class. So we will have a total of 3 classes for 2D mensuration. And then we'll move on to 3D mensuration. Now, before I do anything, let me just say this. 2D mensuration, 3 classes. But again, if you look at the syllabus, topic-wise, 3D mensuration has more subtopics. 2D mensuration has less number of subtopics. But again, let me say this, the question split, if you see the question split between 2D mensuration and 3D mensuration, it is almost 50-50. It is almost always 50-50. Okay, so you cannot really say now, like generally you can say okay, it's like 55-45 towards 3D, but again, this is also very important. You can expect to get at least one question from here minimum, and most probably you can also get 2 questions as well, like especially in the means. So that makes this chapter very useful, very important. Okay, so keep this in mind and understand. Now, what are the topics that you need to understand here? Subtopics, I should say. Sir, there are rectangles. Acha, let me like it. Sir, quadrilaterals is one part. So this is something that you must do. Sir, triangles is something that is very important, and you get most of the questions from triangles. Answer circles. Now, there are some mixed questions as well. Mixed questions generally quads and triangles, quads and circles, circles and triangles. Now, another part comes in mixed, that is polygons. So, a little bit of polygons also, mainly hexagon, mainly sir hexagon. Because hexagon, as you will see, hexagon is nothing but 6 equilateral triangles. So, that sometimes they play with this. Okay. So this is the overall. Dinesh, very good afternoon, brother. Very good afternoon to our YouTube audience as well. So this is something that is the bifurcation. Now let me say this, like where we will start. We will be starting from. We will most definitely be starting from triangles. Okay. So triangles. So first things first. Mensuration means you need to understand in case of 2D mensuration, 2 things. Like first is always remember is your perimeter. Perimeter is the first parameter for any kind of figure. Now in case of circle, the perimeter is called circumference, but again it is nothing but perimeter. And last but not the least is area. These 2 things is the primary things. Now apart from that, sometimes for triangles will have height, for rectangles will have diagonals, so those things are secondary. Now, triangles, three types of triangles, sir. First is equilateral, then, sir, isosceles, then comes the scalene triangle. Okay, so let's do this one by one and very quickly that too. Let's start with equilateral triangles. Sir, equilateral triangle, if I want to draw, if I want to, achha, before I go into equilateral triangle, let's understand this. For any triangle like this one, sir, for any triangle such as this one, remember always one simple logic, sir. Any triangle, if you want to figure out, say this is ABC, you need the area. You need the area. The formula for area can also like always be written as this is the height, sir. If it is a perpendicular from a vertex, this is height, sir. So you can say area will always be, sir, half into base into height. This is the very basic. This is the very basic stuff. This is where we'll always start from. Now the thing is that, sir, sometimes it might not so happen that we can figure out the area or we know the area or the base. In this case, this is the base. Wherever height meets, that is like from this vertex, if I am drawing the height, so that means BC is the base. For this one, sir, the answer will be, sir, half. If I say this is D point, sir, so half into base is B into like BC into, sir, height will be, sir, AD. So that will be the area of this triangle ABC. This triangle ABC, sir. Now this is okay. Now what I'm saying, sir, it might so happen that you don't know or we do not know the height. Rather, we know that this length is, this side is A and this side is B, or rather any two sides. And this is not even a isosceles or equilateral triangle. Both the sides are like unequal to each other. And but again, remember, we need another information there. I know this angle to be theta, sir. I know this angle to be theta. Theta can be anything, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, whatever the angle might be. Whatever the angle might be. So there is one formula to figure this area, sir. What actually it comes from trigonometry. It actually comes from trigonometry. If you draw a perpendicular such as this one, you will see, sir, this comes out as half A into B into sine theta. This is a very useful formula for many instances. Many instances. This is not so common formula. So if you don't know this, please remember this. Where what is A and B? A and B are two sides. And, sir, sine theta is the included angle between A and B. So between A and B, this angle, this included angle must be theta. So if you know the angle, you can say the area of the whole triangle will be what, sir? That will be half AB sine theta. Now, why that happens? You can simply say, sir, this is 90 degree. So from there, if this is theta, so this height by A is equal to sine theta. So height equal to A sine theta. So then we do this half into base into height. Half into base is B, height is A sine theta. So half into B into A sine theta means half AB sine theta. Very simple logic. Very simple logic. Nothing very extravagant over here. Clear itna? Sir, this much is 100% clear, sir. This much is 100% clear, everyone. This much 100% clear. A quick yes or no? A quick yes or no, please. A very quick yes or no, please. This much clear? This much clear? Reena, Romal, Cynthia, Pawan, Arvind, everyone. Dinesh, clear. Perfect. Chalo, sir. Chalo. Then, sir. Then, if this is clear, then let's move into equilateral triangle. First of its kind. Equilateral triangle means, sir, all three sides of this is equal. So this is equal to this, equal to this. Now remember, in geometry we have understood already, so if the three sides of a triangle is equal, then angles must also be equal. So that means these three angles are also equal, sir. And also we know three angles, all three angles, if they are like total is 180, so if they are equal, so all three of them must be 60 degree, 60 degree and 60 degree. This is one logic. This is one logic. Now, So two things you need to know. First and the foremost thing is that, sir, what will be the height of this? If I draw, if I drop a perpendicular, so let's say this is the perpendicular, I'm naming it AD. I am naming it AD. Remember one simple logic, sir. In any triangle, if this side is equal to this side, if these two sides are equal, and if you drop a perpendicular from their meeting point, meaning from this vertex, that will always bisect the base, sir, the other side. Again. So remember once again, sir, if in any triangle these two sides are equal, it might not be a equilateral triangle, it might be a isosceles triangle, only these two are equal, this is not equal. Then also, if you drop a perpendicular, this third side, it will always bisect. Meaning, sir, BD will be equal to CD, sir. Right? BD will be equal to CD. Now, if BD is equal to CD, now, sir, if BD is equal to CD, then what can I say? So, let's see. If I say the lengths, so all three are A. So, sir, that means BD, if I'm taking the left hand side, so this much will be, sir, A divided by 2. This much will be, sir, A by 2. Half of A by 2, sir, half of A. Now, and this height, I don't know, I'm taking this H. I'll figure out the value of H. Using Pythagoras you use. Sir, using Pythagoras, I can write H square plus A by 2 whole square is equal to hypotenuse, that is A square, sir. Hypo is A. Because this is a right angle triangle, sir. Because this is 90 degree. So from there you can write, sir, H will be equal to root 3 by 2 into A. You just do a single line I've skipped actually. So it will become 3a square by 4. So like H square equal to 3a square by 4. So you just do this, you will get this. So this is one formula that you need to understand or remember. This is a very important formula. Why we are going, we will come back to this. But sir, the next one, sir, then area. Area of any equilateral triangle. Sir, we know area for any triangle is half into base into height. Sir, half. Base is what, sir? Base is any side you take. This is A only, the base, like BC. That is, sir, A. Height is what, sir? Height we just got, sir. Root 3A divided by 2. So if you calculate, you will get root 3 by 4 into A square. That is the formula for the area of any equilateral triangle where A is what? A is the length of any side. Length of its sides. Clear, everybody? Everybody, sir, clear? Everyone clear? Everyone 100% clear? Everyone 100% clear? Now, if this is clear, now remember one very important thing. Sir, in case of equilateral triangle, does it? The centroid, circumcenter, incenter, all these points coincide on a single point. So all are actually one single point. Say, let's say this one. I'm saying this G. And we already know in any, so this height itself, if this is already centroid, so this is height, this is even median as well. You see, like automatically this is midpoint, this is bisecting, so it has to be median also. So if you take this, so we already know a centroid divides this in the ratio 2:1. A centroid divides any median in 2:1, sir. Now please understand, sir. This is sir, what? This is in center, sir. Can anyone tell me? Everybody, you guys are getting my point? Sir, you see, this, if I write this G, so GD, I should not write G in center, I should write in radius, right? It is in radius, sir, meaning the radius of the in circle, meaning if I take the circle, this will be the center. I can try, but again, in circle draw karna is very difficult. That too over here, it is very difficult. Let's see if I can make it stick. हाँ, ठीक ठाक है सर. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So this is your in radius sir. चलो ये थोड़ा बढ़ा देते हैं सर. This is your in radius. And please understand one more thing. Sir, the other part, that is AG. That is AG, sir. AG means this part, sir. This will be what, sir? This will be the radius of the circumcircle. Meaning, if I draw a circle like this, let's see if we can match it. होना तो चाहिए, sir. It is also going, ठीक ठाक. So please understand, this is AG. It is your circumradius. Meaning radius of the circumcircle. Everybody try to understand this. Try to understand this. So this, from this height itself, if I divide this height of this equilateral triangle in this ratio 2:1, two parts is AG, that is circumradius. One part is that is GD or DG. What is that is in radius, sir. That is in radius. So using that logic, you see, we can figure out circumradius, or that is for this case AG. AG is circumradius. चलो ना इसका value निकालते. Let's figure out the value, sir. Let us figure out the value, sir. Circumradius will be what? Circumradius will be, sir. So height was this. This total AD, that is 2 by 3 parts. This is 2:1, means this is 2 out of 3 parts. So this will be, sir, 2 out of 3 parts of this total height. Total height is √3 divided by 2 into A. Everyone, this is clear, sir? This is clear, sir? Like Arvind, you tell me, circumradius plus in radius has to, plus both sum has to be the total height, sir. You see na, circumradius AG plus GD, that is in radius. Total karoge to AD milega, sir. If you do the total, you will get AD. AD means the height, right? Now, it is actually like in any case, actually in any triangle, that is the sum is always like circumradius plus in radius is equal to median. But again, in case of equilateral triangle, median itself is the height. Median and height both are same. So again, we can say that is height. That is the advantage of equilateral triangle. So from there, by using this 2 by 3, like 2:1 technique, we can say, chalo hatao sir. Now again, √3 cancels, like √3 and 3 cancels √3. So the answer is, sir, A divided by √3. If possible, if you are an advanced student, please remember this. Please remember this. This is the formula or the direct value of circumradius of any equilateral triangle. Now, if this is circumradius, can anyone tell me what will be DG? DG means what? DG means in radius. You see, you don't need to calculate. We know this is 2:1. So that means this is 2 parts. Whatever it is, the in radius will be half of that. In radius will be half of that. So A by √3, half of that means A by 2√3. So that will be the value for in radius. That will be the value for in radius. Yes, Arvind, you are absolutely correct, brother. You are absolutely correct. You see, this is the key highlights of Score Booster batch. This you have learned everywhere. ये चीजें. This is the extra part. This is extra, right? This is that extra 20 seconds in front of you. Again, let me say this concept based on this circumradius and in radius concept. Actually, why I've given you these things, because they SSC asks so many questions based on only this concept, only these two rules, like these two formulas or whatever you want to call it. If you can remember this, that will help you tremendously in many questions. If you have given mocks vagera, you like should already know, like in our live mocks also you'll see Like every alternate week, you will get a question from like either this concept or that concept. Yes, clear everyone, clear everybody, everybody clear, everybody 100% clear, sir. 100% clear this. Perfect. Chalo, sir. So this was about your in like equilateral, sir, triangle. Next in line, next in line is your isosceles triangle. Looks something like this. Looks something like this. Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal, sir. Meaning, sir, this side is equal to this side. So these two angles are equal opposite. But sir, this side is not equal. Sir, what do you do? What do you do? Achha, is there something called? Yes, absolutely, X center is there. But Reena, you don't need it. You do not need it. Yes, yes, absolutely. You are correct, Reena. You are absolutely. There are many other properties as well. Like say for example, one property. The distance between in-center and circumcenter in a scalene triangle and centroid and like circumcenter, that ratio is also that if you take the distance ratios, that is also 1:2. You know, and I remember in our school that used to like come as a like proof in our school days, right? So there are things definitely. You see, geometry. Actually, those are part of geometry, honestly. So geometry is something na, which is an ocean, actually. Like this is the reason now, honestly speaking, I am starting one series on YouTube starting from today only. Today at 5 p.m. will be the first class, like the where I'm starting geometry from basics, and I have decided or I've planned to take a significant number of sessions, more than 20, only on geometry. ठीक है, लेट्स सी कितना होता है, like कितना हो सकता है. Okay, yeah, Dinesh, no worries, brother, no worries, brother. ठीक है, so please so there are, you see, geometry is something that is complete. It's an ocean. Like none of the faculties, including me, knows everything because there are so many small little things. Now we also need to sometimes go over things. The Reena, like not today. Today we'll do that geometry class. Okay. So we are planning to do both. Let's see, maybe next week onwards. So today the reasoning practice set, I guess, will be there, but not for maths. Maths, no, I'll start from that class because already you guys are having 4 classes. You are seeing me for like 4 times every day, right? So उसके बाद boring लगने लगूंगा. Okay, you will find me boring then. चलो sir. No worries. Now, isosceles triangle, sir. Now the thing is that about isosceles, sir, it is A, it is also A. But this I don't know, I'm taking this as B, the base. Now the logic is same, sir. Logic is, sir, if I drop a perpendicular like this, looks like a perpendicular, na? हाँ, ठीक ठाक. So now the thing is that, sir, this H, you see this formula, na, I don't really support this formula. Why? Because I feel if you use this formula, this does more harm than good. Why? Because this H, let's say this is H. This H square plus. So again, this is isosceles. I told you, if these two sides are equal, this will always be midpoint. This will always be the median. Height will be median, sir. So if you do that, so this will become, sir, B by 2. Half here, half here. So that means this side, if I'm taking this triangle, the left hand side triangle, so if I name it D, so A, B, D. So this is B by 2 whole square. So that is B square by 4, direct I'm doing, that is equal to hypotenuse square. That is A square. अच्छा एक काम करो. Let us write it normally only. B by 2 whole square. So that means, sir, H will be what, sir? H will be root over of A square minus B by 2 whole square. You might say, sir, why haven't you taken plus minus? Because we're talking about lengths. Length can never be negative. Length can never be negative, right? So why, like how we generally remember, height of an isosceles triangle is equal to, it is equal side, square of equal side, right? Minus base by 2 square, square of that. So this is your height formula. This is your height. Now we know height. That means anybody can now say, sir, area will be what, sir? Half into base into height. So base is what, sir? Base is, sir, B, into height is, sir, what? Height is, sir, this. Now you can remember it like this. But again, generally, what I always suggest, let's not use these formulas, any separate formulas for isosceles triangle. Rather, let's go with the formulas for, like, whatever formula we are going to learn, the Heron's theorem for like the scalene triangle. In isosceles also, I personally use like the Heron's formula because I feel that's better. For me, I always have felt that is a better way to go. Okay, clear everyone? Clear everybody? Now, let's see, sir. Arey. Sir, Heron. So for scalene triangle means, sir, like when the triangle is, when the triangle looks something like this, sir. A, B, C. None of the sides are equal to other side. None of the sides are equal to the other side. So in that case, what we do? So let's say there is a nomenclature generally we use. So if this is A, so opposite side length we take small a. If this is B, opposite side length we take small b. If this is C, we take small c. Now, this is not mandatory, but this is how it's done. Yes, Arvind, unequal sides, all are unequal, so angles must be unequal. Sides are unequal means angles must be unequal. There is no ifs and buts. So Heron's theorem, some might call it Brahmagupta formula as well. Okay, and honestly, they are correct because Brahmagupta kind of like discovered or kind of invented this formula much earlier. But again, the Facebook thani. Then there was no Facebook, Instagram, or anything. Like, and there was no PR agencies as well. So he did not get the credit. The credit went to Heron. So Heron was a Western person. So again, so definitely you get what it is, right? So Heron ने कहा, sir, you figure out S. Sir, what is S? What is S, sir? S is semi perimeter. Sir, what is the meaning of this? Sir, semi final, you know, half final is called semi final. Sir, semi perimeter means half the perimeter. Semi means half. So perimeter, we know perimeter means what, sir? Sum of all sides A plus B plus C. Sir, by 2. That is S, semi perimeter. So if the Heron saying, if you know this, then area of any triangle, that is in this case ABC, will be, say, root over of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Now you see, like you like look at my wording. I told you area of any triangle. You can use this. You can use this for equilateral triangle. You can use this for isosceles triangle. You can use this for scalene triangle. This is your generalized formula. This works everywhere. This works everywhere. Wherever you want to use it, use use it wherever you want to use it. No worries, without any hiccups. Without any hiccups, you can use it wherever you want to. Clear, sir? Now, so this is done, sir. This is done. So let's move on to some questions, basic questions. Again, there are certain theories, vagera, we'll discuss as we go along. Sir, CGL 2022, one question. The area of a triangle is 480 centimeters square. Ratio of the sides is given. What is the perimeter of the triangle? Now, before I solve this question, let me say this. No matter how much you know, no matter how much theory you know, no matter how much shortcuts you know, your biggest weapon, while solving maths is your common sense and above all instinct. Instinct. What is instinct? Let me say, my older students like know this. Just let me say this. Older students means not by age. Older students means who is learning from me like for some time now. So please understand this. Instinct means, sir, say for example, this is very evident in language actually. Say if you are like reading an English line, say there is a sentence correction question. You see, you don't go by English grammar rule number one, not following, then rule number two. So there are 5,000 rules for every like sentence correction question. Do you apply 1 to 5,000? No. You see, the better you are at English, so just by reading the question, you see, acha, there is something wrong. You get that feeling, right? Like I hope you guys can also like relate with me. You get that feeling, that something is wrong. This is not supposed to be there. Correct? So this is something that is called instinct. Mathematics also, with practice and practice and practice and proper understanding, you need to develop instinct. Now, if you are remembering things rather than understanding things, na, your brain will be busy remembering, recalling that thing rather than understanding or rather than thinking about the question. You see, if your instinct is strong, just by, why I'm saying this, just by looking at this value, you will say, sir, this is na, it's a right angle triangle. Now I'm saying why, sir? Because it's a Pythagorean triplet, sir. Sir, 576 plus 100 equal to 676, 26 square. Everyone, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? This is the instinct part that I'm talking about. This is the instinct part that I'm talking about. And you see, you do not need to do anything then. You do not need to do anything then. You will say, "Arey sir, ये तो बहुत simple है." Sir, one side will be 24, another side 10, and the biggest side has to be this. And this is 90 degree. Sir, perimeter they are asking. Acha, first things first, this is ratio. So definitely using this, I need to figure out what is the, so again, so I'm taking 10K, 24K, 26K. Sir, what will be the area? Sir, half into 24K into 10K. That is given as 480, sir. So 24, 2s are 48, so 20. So 10, this is 2, sir. Sir, K into K is equal to 4, so K has to be equal to 2, sir. K has to be equal to 2, sir. Once I know K is 2, once I know the value of K is 2, that means this side is 20, this side is 48, and this side is 52. So they are asking perimeter of the triangle, sir. Perimeter will be how much, sir? 52 plus 48, 100, 100 plus 20, sir, 120. Option number 1 is the correct answer. You see, otherwise, the other way of doing it, use like this is the Heron's theorem. But again, Heron's theorem will be, yes, Pavan, you are correct. But no, 30 cent, no, perimeter they are asking, brother, not 30. The answer will be, brother, 120. But you see, otherwise you have to go for Heron. Now this very simple question will become little complicated while you do like because you see in the like square root, there will be this key, whatever like the ratio variable you take. Sir, is it possible to reduce the variable? No, brother, that's yeah, like if you want, bilkul. Absolutely, brother. You see that five. Understand one simple logic about Pythagorean triplets, brother. 3, 4, 5 is it's the simplest Pythagorean triplet. Remember, all the multiples of this is also Pythagorean triplets. Meaning, if you multiply all these numbers, say by 7, you want to do it by 7. So 3 sevens are 21, 4 sevens are 28, 5 sevens are 35. This is also a Pythagorean triplet. You can check. You can check. You can check. Yes, absolutely. So remember, so here also, you see 5, it will go 5, 12, 13. So in that case, if you take it now, so in that case, the value of k will be 4. That's all. That's all there is. Nothing else. Nothing else. So always remember, so 5, 12, 13, Pythagorean triplet. So this is not a Pythagorean triplet. No, I should say not only a Pythagorean triplet. 5k, 12k, 13k, all are this is Pythagorean triplet where you can put value of k as any integer. Any integer other than 0 will be like actually 0 also actually satisfies. But again, Pythagorean triplet, any positive integer you put, this will be a Pythagorean triplet. That's the beauty of Pythagorean triplet. Acha, Pythagorean triplet, as we are discussing, let's just see a little interesting thing about mathematics. Pythagorean triplet means this: a square plus b square has to be equal to c square, right? Can anyone tell me one number? Acha, rather, four numbers you tell me which can be written in this format. A cube plus b cube is equal to c cube plus d cube. Let's see ना. Let's see ना. कितने लोगों को numbers पसंद है? You need to learn number, like love numbers. Make numbers your best friends. Make numbers your friends. That's very important to do. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone? 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 So the smallest number was given by Ramanujan. Okay? Like that can be like written like this in two different occasions. That is called Ramanujan number 1729. Yaad hai? That was the number of the taxi by like riding which Dr. Hardy went to visit him at the hospital when he was like admitted for TB. 1729 is 10 cube plus 7 cube. Sorry, 9 cube. Also, it can be written as 12 cube plus 1 cube. You see this? 12 cube is 1728, 1 cube is 1. Okay, chalo, let's not waste time. This is just a trivia. This is just a trivia. Sometimes you need to love numbers. At the end of the day, you are learning mathematics. So maths, you have to develop some passion towards it. Chalo, sir. Next one. Next one, sir. 1729. It's also a pseudo prime number. Remember, it's a beautiful number. 6 pseudo prime number is 1729, according to Fermat's little theorem. This one, sir. The area of a field in the shape of a triangle which like with each side x meters is equal. Achha, sir, please understand, with each side x meter, meaning what type of triangle are we talking about? What type of, isn't the answer 150? Either. Huh? I'm not getting it. Have I made an error here? 24 twos are 48. So 20, 10 twos are this. K square is equal to 4. K is 2. 2 means 48, 52. No, 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 no. Cynthia, I'm to getting this. Cynthia, it is, so K square is there. You see, K is here, K is here. Cynthia, K square is 4. So K has to be 2. Not -2 because definitely k I cannot take minus, length cannot be negative. Like, have you checked this? I'm not getting any mistake here. I'm not getting any mistake. Can you please check once? Or others, like anyone else, can you please let let us know whether you guys are getting 120? K is 2. Okay, verified. Arey baap re. Arvind, dekho, Arvind is already talking like an officer. Verified. Acha, chalo sir. So we are talking about an equilateral triangle. Can I say each side is same? So that this language is kind of reaffirming that we are talking about an equilateral triangle. We are talking about an equilateral triangle. Now, is equal to another area of another triangular field having this. Sir, this is a scalene triangle. Sir, meaning, let's see. Sir, area of this triangle will be how much, sir? The equilateral one, sir. Root 3 by 4 into x square. That should be equal to area of this scalene triangle. So let's figure it out, like either in a, sir, what will be the value of s? S is sum of 3 by 2. Sum of these three. So 70 and 80, 150. So this is 100. Right, sir? 100 meters. You see, 70 and 80, 150 plus 50 is 200 by 2 is 100. So area will be root over of 100 into 100 into 100 s minus a, 100 minus 50, that means 50. Then 100 minus 70, that is 30, into 100 minus 80, that is 20. Done, sir. Chalo, एक बार काम करते हैं, sir. Sir, 100 will go out as 10. Again, this is giving us problem. Chalo. So there are, क्या करे? Sir, 0, 0, 0. 3 zeros. And sir, using this 5 and this 2, I get another 0. 5 2s are 10. So 4 zeros means I can take out 2 zeros. And we are having only this 3 left. So this will be root 3. So this is 1000 root 3, sir. Just put it here, sir. 1000 root 3. Root 3 cancels. X value will be, sir, this will become, sir, acha, root of, acha, this will become, sir, 4 will become to 1000, na, sir. So root over of 1000, not 100. That's the big problem, sir. Sir, 1000 if you take, sir, 32 square is 1024 and 31 square is 961. So it is between 31 and 32, closer to 32. Closer to 32. So I'm just taking this as 32. So my answer will be a little bit lesser than 32 into 2. So meaning I'm taking 64. My answer will be then 63 point something. Check, sir. So 63 point something is only there. There is only one option having 63 point something. So that will be my answer. That will be my answer, sir. That has to be my answer. You guys understood na how we calculated? How have we calculated a very complicated calculation? So for these things you must remember. ये थोड़ा दिमाग में होना चाहिए. Clear, everyone? Everybody clear, sir? Everybody, this is clear? Everyone, this is clear, sir? This is absolutely clear. This is absolutely clear, everyone. Romal clear, Arvind clear, Cynthia clear, Naveen clear, Reena clear, Pavan clear. Chalo, sir. Sir, one simple question, sir. Height is given, area is asking, equilateral triangle. Sir, root 3 by 2 into h is given. Height is root 3 by 2 into a. That is 10 root 3. Simple, but again, this type is not very common. This type is very common. They ask this very often. Now, area is what, sir? Area is what, sir? Root 3 by 4 into a square. A is at 20 square, that is 400. Done. The answer is 100 root 3. It's a single line, a 10-seconder. 4. Yes, Naveen, Reena, all of you guys are correct. All of you guys are 100% correct. Simple, simple question. Simple, simple question. Nothing very extravagant. Right? Moving on, sir. Moving on, sir. Sir, अच्छा isosceles triangle. I have discussed isosceles. चलो सर एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं. Perimeter of an isosceles right angle triangle, right angle isosceles is 8 root 2 plus 1. अच्छा. Then the length of hypo. Sir, थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ सर. Use a little bit of your brain. Sir, perimeter, let's write it, sir. 8 अच्छा. Let's do one thing, sir. Let us do one thing, sir. If, sir, this is x, this is also x, right angle isosceles. Now this is 90 degree. Sir, can anyone tell me how much will this be, sir? How much will this be, sir? So this is directly x root 2, sir. Sir, how? Using Pythagoras. And you can also remember if both are same, so this is just root 2 times. It comes from using Pythagoras. Just now, these are not something that I recommend you remember. You'd solve 10, 15, 20 questions. Like you'd like get this result 5 times, automatically yaad ho jata hai. These are not something that you need to put an effort to remember. ये इतना कुछ याद नहीं रखना होता. Do not try to remember these many things. Like otherwise, everything will be like kind of khichdi pakega. Now, that must be, sir. That means, sir, this is perimeter. Sir, here what is the perimeter? Sir, here you will say the perimeter is, sir, x plus x, x plus x plus x root 2. So this is also perimeter. Can I say? Can I say these two are equal, sir? Khatam, sir. So 2x. 2x plus x root 2. So x I can take common. Even I can take root 2 e common. X, you see. Acha, chalo, let's not jump steps. Sir, it is 2x plus x root 2. That is equal to 8 root 2 plus 1. Sir, from here, can I take root 2x common or x root 2 common? If I take x root 2 common, so this is 1. From here, x is gone. 2 means 2 root 2's. 2 means what, sir? 2 means root 2 into root 2, sir. From there, I have taken out 1 root 2. So another root 2 will be there, no, sir? So it is equal to 8. So this is cancels. This cancels. So x will be what, sir? 8 divided by root 2. Again, by using the same logic, we can write 4 root 2. Using 8 means, sir, 4 into 2. 2 means root 2 into root 2 cancels. So 4 root 2. That is the answer. Acha, they are asking the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means x root 2. Sir, x is what, sir? X is 4 root 2 into root 2, sir. So the answer will be, sir, 8. The answer will be, sir, 8. Option number 3. The answer will be 8. Naveen, you are absolutely correct, brother. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct here. Very, very, very simple. Very, 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 very simple. Right? Not a difficult question by any stretch of the word. Sir, radius of the circumcircle, you see, shortcut aa gaya, sir. Equilateral triangle is 8. Measure of the radius of the incircle. You see, if you know what I mean, you will say the answer is this. You don't need pen, you don't need paper. Yes, Arvind, Naveen, yes, absolutely, you guys are correct. If you know, if you have like done the class from the beginning, you will say, "Arey, sir, we have done so many things around this." Acha, sir, tell me the height na, from this question. Chalo, like this was also asked. Tell me the, acha, not height. Let's tell me the side What will be the length of its side? Length of the sides of equilateral triangle. Of the equilateral triangle. What will be the length of like its each side? What will be the length of its each side? चलो sir, directly बताओ. It will be directly, tell me. Tell me directly in 10 seconds. Circumcircle given. Absolutely, Naveen, perfect. Because we know circumradius is 8 like circumradius is 8 divided by root 3. We have done so much of theory around this, right? We have learned everything here. ये देखो, circumradius, in radius, these things we have done. So that means, sir, this thing is given. कहा गया? This thing is given as 8, sir. So side will be what, sir? Sir, a bacha hai, sir. 8 root 3. Now here in radius is half, so this is the answer is 4. 10 seconder. It is a 10 seconder. Right, sir? Chalo, sir. CGL 21. Circumcenter of an equilateral triangle is at a distance of 3.2 centimeter. Acha. From the base of the triangle, what is the length of each of its altitudes? चलो 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 बताओ सर बताओ सर बाप रे 10 seconder 10 seconder again 10 seconder by now it should be done. It should not take this much. It should not take. Yes, Naveen, you are absolutely correct, sir. Sir, it is, you see, it is, try to visualize everyone. It is given कि भाई देखो, this is the circumcenter or other two. So this height is 3.2. Sir, meaning, sir, this is one part, this is two parts. Sir, one part is 3.2. Total, the height is three parts. Three parts means into 3. So 9.6 done. Done, sir. Yes, Reena, again you are 100% correct. You are again 100% correct. Clear, everyone? Everybody clear, sir? Yes, Arvind, 100%. Cynthia clear, Pawan clear, Romal clear, everyone. Our YouTube audience also 100% clear, sir. 100% clear, I hope. Perfect. So यही तो था, sir. Again, so triangles, like good quality concepts are this. Okay, the in circle, like in radius, circumradius, we have done everything. Quality, very important concepts. Okay, but again, now what will be your job? Your job is to practice, practice, and practice. That is something that is non-negotiable. This is only the tip of the iceberg. My job is to just guide you guys. देखो, I cannot give the exam in your stead. You have to give the exam. So you must do the practice. So we have done 10, 15, like we can do how much? 5, 6, 10, like 5, 6, 7, 10 questions. Because otherwise, like if I want to get into the theory of the number of questions will always be like less. I cannot solve 20 questions in a class if I want to explain, right? But sir, if you want to like learn properly, here is where you learn. Practice you have to do completely well. Perfect, sir. Chalo. Then that will then be all for the day. Again, I thank each and every one of you for joining the class. This was the demo class or the first class for those who are joining us for the first time. And I'll again see you guys like in regular classes starting from tomorrow. So again, I'll see you tomorrow at the arithmetic classes at 11 a.m. So thank you so much. Again, if you have loved the class, for the paid students, please do rate it. And for the YouTube students, if you have loved the class, please do like the video and share it with the friends. And if you consider, like if you loved it, you might consider joining the batch as well. So again, thank you so much. Again, rating is very important. I will see you guys then in the next class. The foundation batch starts in 5 minutes. Please consider joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.